Dear children, today we will be learning about the Ark and the Temple. The people of God came into the promised land when David became king. He gathered all of the people of God from the north and the south into one group. He took Jerusalem from the Jebusite people and called it the city of David. David and the people of God began to live in Jerusalem, but something was missing. It was the ark. David and his army went to get the ark.
Wait a minute, teacher. I have heard this story before.
Let me guess, Grumpy. Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes, Sil. That's it.
It's my dad's favorite movie.
When they brought the ark in through the gate, King David danced before it mightily and with joy. David set up a tent of meeting and put the ark inside. David was not allowed to build a house for God because he was a man of war. His son Solomon would build the temple. All the people had to help build the temple. Some went to the north to Lebanon to cut down and bring wood and stone to begin building.
That sounds like a very lengthy process back in ancient times.
They cut stones out of the mountains nearby and prepared the wood and the stone to begin.
I wonder what kind of tools they used to cut stones back then.
The temple began to grow and the people were amazed. There was a great hall for people to come close to God, and there was an inner room called the Holy of Holies, which was for the ark. The high priest entered only on the Day of Atonement, the holiest day of the year. The temple was beautiful with carvings of olive wood and gold. The great timbers of cedar made it smell wonderful.
Cedar wood has a lovely smell.
Inside the temple were the same things that helped them get ready to meet God when they were in the desert. The ark was carried inside by the priests. There is the altar for incense burnt. There is a table with the bread for each of the 12 tribes on it. And finally, there is the menorah with its 7 branches and lamps burning. On the day the priests first carried the ark inside, a great cloud of dazzling light filled the temple. God was there. On the day all was ready, the king came before all the people and prayed. He asked God to allow God's name to abide in the temple. He asked God to make this a place for people to come to pray and to find justice. Solomon ruled well and was wise. Some said he was wiser than anyone in the world. His father had been famous for his songs and war, but Solomon was famous for his wise sayings and the temple. Finally, after being king for 40 years, Solomon died and was buried in the city of David, where his father was buried and Solomon's son was made king. And now I encourage you to express this story with art materials of your choice. I can't wait to see what you create.